Hello, everybody. Welcome in for another week of this My Bourbon Podcast live stream. I am Perry, your host. I am happy to see you guys. I don't know why I've introduced this inflection to my voice. I kind of hate it. Hope everybody's doing all right. I am super tired. It's been a long week and not a whole lot of sleep, but I'm here and I'm happy to see you guys. ADHD fishing. It's my favorite little rhyming man over there. So have you guys heard this week's episode yet? What'd you think about it? I know it was a little bit different than what we normally do for the show, but yeah, I thought that it was kind of fun, kind of different, and gave us an opportunity to showcase something a little bit new. And yeah, cool. I really enjoyed editing this week's episode. I thought that it was interesting for me just to see how that all kind of shaped and came together. John Maeli, you actually made it in this week. That is awesome. Happy that you were here. Also, of course, Joseph, Monica, Robert, Ian, Brian again, Andrew, gosh, guys, Steven, happy that you all are here. It's not a Thursday night without some of you all. Well, without all of y'all, honestly. But, yeah. Alright, let's see. A couple things. We got a bonus episode coming your way tomorrow on the main on the main feed for the podcast. We review two bourbons. We review the Wilderness Trail Rye Mash Bill. Hello, Pete. And we also reviewed the Four Roses Small Batch Select. Excuse me. I will be having a pour of each of those tonight as well. Just because, why not? I will not give anything away, though, for tomorrow's bonus episode, because, you ain't heard it yet. I actually just got done editing it right before I hopped on here, so that was kind of nice. Gosh, let's see, what else? Derby's coming up this weekend, which I'm super duper excited for, as you can probably tell. Derby's like one of my favorite times of year, and I just, it gives me that sense of like, yes, I love being a Kentuckian. I love bourbon, and I love this community, and everything. And it's, not that I love horse racing. I'm not like a diehard horse racing fan or anything. It's just a fun time to celebrate our culture of Kentucky. And, of course, we drinking some bourbon for it, and yeah, absolutely. All right, Steven. Sounds good, man. Yeah, we kind of had to shift our plans around, for Saturday. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen right now. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do much of a get-together, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll work on something. I see you say Jose's in here too. Hello, Jose. Okay, what else has been going on? Oh, many acquisitions these past couple of weeks. One of them that I'm sipping on right now is a Buffalo Trace store pick from the Merrick Inn and Central Liquor. Merrick Inn is a fantastic restaurant, let me tell you, in Lexington, Kentucky, with a wonderful bourbon selection too. Love those guys over there. And Central Liquor is my favorite liquor store in Richmond. Again, it's about 30 minutes south of Lexington. If you ever come around here, I would recommend going there. It is called Butter's Revenge. It's got this funny little Butters sticker from South Park, and really it was in part to my buddies over at Kentucky Supply and Demand, a group that I'm a part of, and yeah, they're good people. It's a lot of fun being a part of that group. But this bottle's really good. It's very different from most Buffalo Trace picks that I've ever had, and it really does taste buttery. I mean, it just has a buttery, nutty quality to it that I'm a big fan of. So, kind of popcorny. A little bit buttered popcorny, I would say. Yeah, we'll talk about some of the other stuff that I got a little bit later. Yeah, I'll save that because that's actually going to be my next pour. What else? Oh, I went to the dentist today. It was fun. Nah, I hate the dentist. I hate getting my teeth scraped. It's the worst. So I'm happy that I had this to look forward to today. So that I had something else going on. But I did get to leave work a little bit early, so that was nice. Hello, Whiskey Ace. Welcome into the chat. If I have missed anything, I apologize. Please re-ask your question in the chat, and I will hopefully get to it. Son also is not in tonight. He is not feeling too hot, so no moderator. So if you guys see anything, make sure to let me know so that we can take care of that. So anyway, yeah, let's get to it. Let's have some fun. I am going to finish this off real quick so we can move on. Hello, Leanne. All the way from Australia. I'm not going to do that. The world is not big enough for two Chads. I will leave that to him. So I just picked up the other day an Elijah Craig pick from Liquor Barn. It is 11 years old. Series 5 and from Warehouse KK. I have had some of this already, as you can kind of tell. It's very good. My neck looks weird. Yeah, my neck looks weird. Maybe it's because it's getting thinner. Getting back on that working out train. Anyway, yeah, I did some damage to this bottle, and I just got it the other day. Really and truly. I think I got it on, maybe like Sunday or Monday, something like that. I can't remember. Maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, it was on Sunday, because I went to go get it after Endgame. After the second time that I saw it in game. Let me tell you. It gets better. I had you at 11. Ah, that's fair. Yeah. Oh, nice, Joseph. Man, let me tell you, I just love me a good Elijah Craig pick. And this might be the best one I've had. Actually, I don't know, I haven't compared it. So there was one that Adam Terry actually brought me that I haven't had in a while, but that was my favorite one. I'll have to try them back to back. I really don't know. How long did it take me to execute that 4 rows of small batch select? All right. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. That was the power of the internet and of some slight manipulation. So that was actually, all right. For anybody who doesn't know, I also work for a tour company that takes people along to different stops on the Bourbon Trail. And on Saturday, hello Matt over at Whiskey Crusaders. Excuse me. One of the stops that we went to was Four Roses this past Saturday. And I, of course, am not drinking on these tours because I still have to drive and everything. But the lady there was finishing off a bottle of the small batch select. And I was like, well, I kind of collect them. You know, I'd like to make a lamp out of it and everything. So she gave it to me. And yeah, I did a little fake Facebook post there, which, sorry. I don't normally do that kind of stuff. I needed a bit of content, and I thought that it was appropriate. But it is really good, though. Don't get me wrong. I gave it a really good score on tomorrow's bonus episode. So Listen to that. Listen to that. Heck yes. It's a dang good Elijah Craig pick. Love that. The more that it's opened up too, the more it's starting to taste like peanuts, which I like quite a bit in my bourbon. So, as I was saying, you know, this is content. You gotta get it. Gotta get it. So anyway, this weekend is the Kentucky Derby, which I am super excited for. It's one of those events every year where I kind of look forward to just getting to celebrate being a Kentuckian. And this really cool thing that happens that everybody, the people just focus on us for a day. And it's not like I'm trying to go, hey, look at us, look at me all the time. But I think it's awesome that we get to be a part of this really huge moment in sports just for a day. A really big part of the nation just for a day. So, yeah, I enjoy that. Of course, I love the fact that it's an excuse to drink bourbon, which I will be doing plenty of on Friday. Excuse me, Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday, thank goodness. But one of the things that people always say they associate with the Kentucky Derby is drinking mint juleps. And Chad and Sarah have talked about this before, but I'm not really much of a mint julep fan myself. They're too sweet for me. They really are. They go right to my head. And I mean, I can, you know, drink bourbon pretty well, but there's just some, it's like, because I think last year, you know, I had a few glasses of bourbon, and then I was like, well, you know, I'll have a mint julep, because that's what everybody does at the Derby, or during Derby. And I've never actually been to Churchill Downs for the Derby. But so I was like, I'll have a mint julep. Sent me over the edge, man. I was just like, I can't do this. Not that it was bad, but it's just too much for me. It's just too much. I love bourbon cocktails. I really do. I love, you know, the classics, the Manhattan, the Boulevardier, the old fashioned, of course, but the mint julep is just not for me. It's just not for me. Did I see the mash and drum with the 107 and julep mix? I have not seen that yet. No, I'll have to check that out. I would love the Melbourne Cup. Well, I would just like to come to Melbourne in general. Or Australia in general. That would be fantastic. I would really enjoy that. One of the things that we talk about, too, on tomorrow's bonus episode, the sugar will kill the hangover. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Brian. Eli Mason Old Fashions, that is where it's at. I like to add a little bit of blood orange bitters to them as well, just to give them a little bit something extra. Not that they're bad by any means on their own. It's just, you know, I want something more in it, something a little bit extra in it. Nice, Jeff. I like that. Man, I think that I might have to sometime soon. A bourbon Rita. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, so one of the things we were talking about on tomorrow's bonus episode is how funny it is that the new Four Roses came out so close to the Run for the Roses. I mean, how appropriate is that? So I'm going to make it a point, of course, to drink some of this on Saturday, because it deserves to be celebrated. Kentucky. It's part of our heritage and part of our culture. But also, I want to drink this right now. Oh man, Brian and I hate wine hangovers. I can't do them. Ugh. I don't drink a whole lot of wine anymore. If I have a wine, it's probably like a finished one or something like that. But yeah, man, wine's not really my thing. But that is just me. Sorry. Somebody's threatening to drink some of my alcohol if I don't come pick it up. I want to make sure that didn't happen. Anyway, Jason Estel's here. Hello, Jason. I don't want to twist your arm to get you to drink. Why? That sounds like a threat almost. I need to do a Weller 107 old-fashioned soon. Hey, Dad. Dad's in here, too. So it's funny. Is Joe leaving? No. Alright, bye, Joe Green. See you soon, buddy. Okay, fine. Joseph. Joseph, if you bring wine, I will drink it. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time. I will indulge. I will do that. Louie's here as well. Yeah, Jason Anderson. No, Jason, I absolutely, yeah, I'll definitely take an excuse to drink that new Four Roses. So, Papa Ritter on Raw. So funny, we actually were in the background on Monday Night Raw on Monday night, which is pretty daggone funny. And we're just standing in the background like a couple of dopes looking up at the screen. Just looking up at the screen. So we made it onto the national TV. How cool is that? See what I can do. Try to go international next. All right. The next pour. It's going to be this Wilderness Trail Rye Mash Bourbon. This is batch 001. And like I said, you're going to hear our review of it tomorrow. So I'm not going to talk too much about my thoughts on it. But I'll say a couple of things as I'm drinking on it. But man, that's opened up. Whew. That's opened up a lot. It's gotten sweeter since I had it the other night. And yeah, I've done a little bit of damage on this one as well. Happens. Lucy was out of town last night, so I am international. Man, that's true. Louis, the Pear Bear, the international man of bourbon. They call me Bear. Pear Bear. I'll have a Booker's neat, not on the rocks. It tickled me more than it should have. Put it down. Yeah, Lucy was in Philly last night. Look, let me tell you guys. This is so good. So good. This Wilderness Trail Rye Bourbon is so good, man. I get giddy when I drink it. And I think I might be giving away too much. Does that make Swan Q? Yes, and that makes Lucy M. Agent 101. That's funny. All right. I'm constructing this whole, like... I'm constructing this whole spy, Pear Bear, Agent 101 thing that's pretty funny. Oh, Leanne, there will definitely be some left for when you all visit from Australia. You're not wrong, Joseph Brazo. Look, again, I don't want to say too much because it's just that good, but I wish that more craft distilleries were doing this, because I feel like craft distilleries' finish price is over. But the craft distilleries have gotten such a bad name because of younger products that people will try and they don't like. I'm one of them. Yes, Louis, that would be a great Russell's Reserve single barrel pick sticker, Agent 101 Pear Bear. But yeah, I mean, there's just stuff that's been coming out from craft distilleries that has been subpar because of the fact that, it's not been aged long enough, it's priced too high. And I can understand why some people would be soured to craft distilleries, but then something like Wilderness Trail comes along, or New Riff comes along. They're a game changer. And I feel like they raise the stakes for what craft distilleries should be and can be, and eventually probably will be in the future. And I think that if we can get past this whole, it's got to be a special release, it's got to be this, big to-do, and everybody's, just freaking out over nothing with certain craft distillery releases. I think that we could have some really good craft products in the future. Excuse me. But that's dependent on craft distilleries getting their act together and figuring it out. So, yeah. Pear Bear, Care Bear shirts. I'll get on that. Break out the wooden fill and compare contrast. Is that fair to do? Because the wooden fill's finished, whereas the Wilderness Trail is not. Hold on. Yeah. Luxro Early Times is a New Riff contender. You talking about the Early Times Bottled and Bond, Ian? But Monica, I don't disagree with you. I think that there is the opportunity for something really good to come out of small barrels or younger stuff. It just has to be done right. I don't know what it is that would make that happen, but I think that there is a chance for it. That's all I'm going to say. So. How many drinks when he opens the cabinet? Should be a lot. You didn't even really see my good side. Ian, they have a Kentucky whiskey too that is not considered bourbon, and it's just okay. But anyway, yeah, there's a couple of products that are under the Early Times name. I will certainly let you know, Monica. I would be happy to let you know if I had anything good out of a small barrel. Did Jefferson send any barrels on SpaceX flight? I don't know. Ortman Perry has to pick something off the ground. Yeah, that's not an unrare. It's not a rare occurrence. That's what I was going to say. Joseph, I feel like I haven't had enough of this windmill. I think I had it maybe once or twice and remember it being good. But I need to have a little bit more of it. Yes, sir, Jason Estel, they are. It's not just a thought. They are the best team in baseball now. Oh, Leanne, that'd be awesome. Be great. Interesting. Right off the bat, I'm getting more. I'd say more oak. Definitely more like it. Maybe it's almost like cedar, or maybe it's just the applewood. I really don't know. I don't know if I've ever smelled applewood outside of this context. Oh man, that is really good. The front end starts out kind of dark, but as it starts to lean towards the towards the finish, it gets a lot sweeter, which I like quite a bit. Smaller batch, bigger dreams. Love it. Absolutely love it. Joseph, do you by chance know what the age on this actually is? Oh yeah, Applewood smoked bacon. Duh. Of course. Thanks, Zephyr. Monica, yeah, just move to Kentucky. That's where all the fun stuff happens. No, it's really pretty good for Washington bourbon. Honestly, this is one of the better out of Kentucky rather, bourbons that I've really ever had. Good pour right here. Big fan. 5 years old. There you go. I think it tastes like it has a little bit of age on it. It definitely smells like it has a little bit of age on it as well. Monica, that's sweet. Steven, no way, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, Dad, they're coming to Kentucky in September. So you will have to meet them. Joseph, thank you for twisting my arm a little bit, making me want to get out this bottle, because it was worth it. Totally worth it. I'm going to have to go back and try it again sometime. What originally I was going to do was like 5 or 6 bottles. It's now turned into 7. See where the night goes. Who knows what else old Pear Bear is going to break out for everybody. Monica, it is the last weekend in September. More details on that to come. That's... I'm not... Yeah. It's like the last Saturday in September. So, yes. So another pour, of course, we had earlier this week, and dadgummit, Monica, I keep freaking forgetting. Shoot. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm carving out time tomorrow evening after I get off work to make sure that the sample chain gets back on track. I am so sorry. I'm the worst when it comes to this kind of stuff. I apologize. Ugh. Anyway, so this is, again, another pour that we had this past week. And, you know, the review is coming out for it tomorrow morning. So, check it out. I'm sorry, Leanne. But anyway, it's the Four Roses Small Batch Select. It is 6 recipes from Four Roses: OBSV, OBSK, OBSF, and then OESV, OESK, and OESF. It's 6 to 7 years old, 104 proof. Boom. And non-choke as well. I like this a lot. I do. I'm very happy that Four Roses did what they did with this product. Oh, Matt, that's awesome. No, I'm sorry. I'll send it. I'm so sorry. I will send it out this weekend. I feel so bad. I always go, I'm going to send it out like right now. I'm going to get it together, and I just, like, I'm sorry. Heck. A little bit of the 130th finish to it. Yeah. I think it has some on the palate as well, in the nose. It seems very similar to it, I would say. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm sorry. I just feel awful. I have a very guilty conscience, so when stuff like that happens, I just... Anyway, doesn't matter. I will send it out this weekend, I promise. Cross my heart. Scout's honor. What, all that stuff. Mint on... I actually get more of the mint on the nose there, Steven. Yeah. And I think that they really did do that, Brian, with this profile, that it does seem to be a little bit more in line with a special edition or limited edition release from Four Roses. So, Matt Leonard? What? No, it is not the 130th. It's the small batch select that just came out. But yes. There it is. No, it's not the 130th Four Roses. Spreading lies on the internet. Man, this is so good, though. I think I would have to give a slight edge in terms of releases, recent releases, to the Wilderness Trail Rye Bourbon Mash Bill that just came out over this. And it's just very, very slight. But this is really very good. Oh, Steven's going for the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. All right, man. Doing it right on a Thursday night. I don't know. It's 9:40 and I've had like 5 glasses of bourbon. So what do you want from me? Oh, do you really, Leanne? I did not know that. Yeah. Ian, I feel that, man. I mean, the more Wilderness Trail, the better. I mean, it's so good. So daggone good. And I mean, I'm already thinking about, when I'm going to be able to get another bottle of it. Making a special trip out to Danville just to do that. Or, making sure that I have it reserved. Sorry, I just heard Toulouse jingling in the background. He's got a new bell on his collar. So... very happy about this bourbon. I think that Four Roses did something really great when they came out with it. Also, I got something new today. I haven't picked this up yet, and I've been meaning to, but I got the WB Sapple. I don't know why I haven't gotten it yet, but it's excuse me. Anybody who doesn't know, it's part of the Wilderness. Excuse me. Oh boy. I'm just trying to get my words out too quickly. It's part of the Whiskey Barons collection from Wild Turkey, the other WT. And it's... Sorry, I thought I got some plastic in my glass. I don't know as much... Oh, look, it says so on the back right here. In 1889, after 20 years in the employ of his contemporaries, W.B. Sappho opened a distillery of his own. With grit, determination, and his signature sour match, his delicate golden Kentucky bourbon became a treasure of pre-Prohibition America. So basically what they're trying to do with this, and with all the other products that are in the whiskey variant collection, is they... Oh, I do. I know how much you love this bottle, Dad. And Brian, if you've not had it yet, now's a good time to crack it open there, buddy. But basically what Wild Turkey is trying to do with these products is they're trying to match flavor profiles that are similar to these kind of antique or classic bourbons that are really basically no longer around. Is the WB 12 year? I don't know. I've not seen anything to indicate that, though, Louis. But, yeah. 107 proof. It's nice. I like those 107s. Can't really see this if I've got it sitting up. I guess you kind of can. Alright. Let's see what I'm trying to catch up here a little bit on these chats. You want Dad to talk me into a dog and bourbon meetup? All right, sure, why not? It is definitely better than Bond and Lillard, Brian. I totally agree with you. Robert, your brother just scored a Turkey 101 from 1982. Oh, heck yes. Jason, is there a chance that I can interview Bruce Russell? Yeah, I don't see why not. He's moved back to Kentucky, so I would have a lot more direct access to him. I'm going to wait a little bit on that though, because Bourbon Pursuit just dropped an episode with him and Joanne today. So I don't want to make it look like I was like, oh, I should do that too. I want to give it a little bit of time. So it's on my radar. It's in the cards. It's just not that it's going to happen immediately. But the short answer is yes. I can make that happen. Is it just Kentucky release, Matt? I am not sure, actually. Yeah, Chad would be really upset about the tax stamp being all messed up. But hello, Big Pete's. Welcome, my friend. Oh man, Jason, honestly, I would just love to sit down with Bruce. I'd love to sit down with Eddie and Jimmy too. You know, I love those guys so much. Jimmy Russell is just one of my favorite human beings on the entire planet. And, you know, Eddie is of a totally different caliber of people. And I just, you know, I've been so focused for the past couple of months on what is this show as it exists outside of talking to distillery folk that I've kind of forgotten, and I've kind of let slip a few things where I should be trying to get people from the industry on again. I think my immediate goals are to get Freddie Johnson, the Russells for sure. I need to get Dixon back on here soon so we can talk about Confiscated and so we can talk about Rye Batch 3. Oh gosh, that's kind of where I'm trying to head right this second. I think having Brent Elliott on soon would be kind of nice too, just, you know, because this Four Roses Small Batch Select is so topical. I think it would be important, but yeah, I know I'll have to sit down with Jimmy soon. I know, yeah. I want to try this WB Sample, though. I've had it before. I had it actually at the Wild Turkey Distillery on Whiskey Weekend back in March. So, yeah, a little bit more Dixon. He's kind of a big deal. Man, that nose. It's like a cookie. It's like fresh baked snickerdoodle cookies. That's kind of what it tastes like, too. It's fresh baked snickerdoodle cookies. Man, it's off profile, of course, for turkey juice, but it is so good, though. So good. And you know what? I'm right back to that weekend. I'm right back to standing out, looking over the gorge leading down the Kentucky River and the rock quarry, and hanging out with my buddies, and Dustin going, let's do this right now, and cracking open his bottle. And I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to get transported back there in the way that I have. The entry proof, I don't know, Matt Bailey, but I have a feeling that it's probably similar to, because it's turkey juice, I'm sure it's similar to what they normally do with their entry proofs on their bourbons. But in the bottle, it's 107 proof. So, you guys just saw me work through a memory that I had of a really great bourbon experience. And if you can't tell, I can't stop smiling. I can't. Yeah. I want to go back. This is easily the best release from the Whiskey Baron collection. Easily. I'm living my best. Hey, Christian man, Southern Whiskey Society is going to be loco. I mean, we're going to have a great time. Yeah, good bourbon is a time machine. That's a really great way of putting that. Thank you, Brian. Have I made any delicious blends lately? No, I have not. But I am going to be spending some time doing that here. Because I would really like to do a whole live stream where I taste different blends that I've done. But I would also like to... I'm not wearing the vest. I'm not wearing the vest because it's too hot. It was 80 degrees today. There's no way that I could be wearing a vest in 80-degree weather. I mean, unless it was like a real fancy vest, but like that doesn't go with this outfit. It doesn't go with this outfit. I'm wearing Skechers boots. I mean, come on, man. Hello, Charles Van Ness. Welcome in, my friend. Dad said, "Oh, it's so good. It is so good." Yeah. Michael said the wife and I had a chance meeting with Jimmy Russell when we toured Wild Turkey in February. So nice, talked for a bit and took pictures. Made my day. Mike, he's a great dude. He's a really great dude. Sometimes it's a total memory blocker. That's very true, Monica. Absolutely. By the way, out of everybody who's in here, who's coming down to Southern Whiskey Society? Just put that down in the comments. I'm curious, because matching Chad in his plaid shirts. Chad and I have similar tastes. Just how it is. Elijah Craig barrel proof and full proof? Like 1792 full proof? Huh. Awesome. Yeah, I forgot that you and Tammy were going to be there. We should have some type of marker for Bourbon Podcast listeners for Southern Whiskey Society, like rolling one sleeve up. It's pretty funny, actually. Well, maybe we could do like stickers or something for everybody. I'll work on that. That'd be kind of cool. Louie's gonna be there. Awesome. What do I think about Wild Turkey Forgiven? Ian's gonna be at Southern Society. I don't think I knew that, Ian. Anyway, what do I think about Wild Turkey Forgiven? Very good. Very, very good. Charles, totally understand. Brian, you said you're gonna be at the after party too? Good. Because the after party is where it gets crazy. That's where Pear Bear gets greasy. Oh, Jason, that's sad. Makes me want to cry. It might be code, Joseph. All right, I know that we are getting close to the 1 hour mark here. So I do believe that it is time to move on to our review, which is of this brand new Pinhook Straight Bourbon Whiskey. The horse name is Bourbon County. Its horse size is 15.3 hands. I don't understand the color/sex portion of this label, but it says B, C, so maybe brown and a Clydesdale. I really don't know. Crop from 2018. It's 115.3 proof. So, bye, Dad. Beautiful pink wax on top. I love this packaging. There's something about this really simple packaging that I just love. I think that it is so pretty and such a cool thing. A cool way of representing their brand. I probably should have de-waxed this before, but also the bottle is very reminiscent of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection bottles. It's got that same kind of weight to it on the bottom, same shape. Love it. So cool. Dadgummit. Man, good pop. Fake cork, whatever. Not really something that sways me one way or another about the quality of a bourbon. I am drinking it out of a Norland glass. So, yeah, I'm going to let that sit open a little bit. Here, now you can see the proof on it as well. Do a little palate cleanse. Blended by Mary Ann. I do believe that is true. But I can neither confirm nor deny that, rather. Best pop y'all have heard. That's pretty good. Yeah, I appreciate that. Steven, I got it for about $50, I believe. Pink is a good color for me, Monica. Oh, fair enough. Perry Board, not really. Not entirely. I mean, it's... whatever. Alright. Norland Glass, Pinhook Cask Strength Bourbon. Let's nose it. Getting corn and caramel right off the bat on the nose. Gotta be honest, this is not my favorite nose. There's not a whole lot of depth to it that I'm really able to pick up on. But there's nothing about the nose that I'm really upset with. It's just kind of there. So Perry Pour-ish. I would say Perry Pour-ish. Yeah. It's not a confirmation for a Perry Pour. Come on. Perry Scotch. I'd say it's more of a Perry Scotch. Yeah. Which is basically just like 2 ounces of bourbon. I mean, come on, y'all. Oats. Oh, I could actually see oats. But maybe more like oatmeal. I think it's more of an oatmeal nose to it than anything. Yeah, that's really about it on the nose, honestly. There's nothing that I'm fawning over or that I'm so excited about that really makes me want to taste this, which kind of sucks because, you know, I've heard fairly good things about this. And not that it's a bad indication, but I don't know. Let's see. That is the easiest to drink cask strength bourbon I think I've ever had. There is virtually no spice on it, no heat, maybe just a little bit. But kind of from start to finish, it's mostly just like nuttiness and caramel flavors. And really, I'm not upset with this. Really and truly, I am not upset with this flavor. Hey, Matt Bailey, you're not wrong. What happens if the Castle and Key bourbon kind of sucks? I have high hopes for it. And I know that I probably shouldn't, but I also have faith in Marianne. That's all I'm going to say. Tell you I don't get apricot on the nose. I get more green apple on the nose than I do apricot, but I can totally see that. And it's a very faint apple, maybe more like applesauce. But I see where you're coming from. And I actually kind of taste a little bit of applesauce on the palate too, which is really strange. I don't know if I've ever gotten that on the palate before. I think the finish might be the weakest point of this bourbon. Which, yeah, because there's no hug. There's not really a whole lot that, and actually the applesauce is really coming through on the finish more than it is the palate. But I think that the finish is just kind of a dud. Like there's just not much to it that I'm really finding quality on or interest with. Pear. Steve be catching that stone fruit. 20.5% rye. It's a pretty high rye content. It really is. It's not as high as the Wilderness Trail rye content, though, which is like 28%, which is nuts. Crazy high. Yeah, praying is a good way to solve that, Joseph. I agree. I think that's a good point, Jason. 2-year-old bourbon, you are looking for potential, not expecting it to be very good. And I do think that this has a lot of potential. I really would have liked for this to spend another couple of years in the barrel, I would say. But it's not bad. It really is not bad. I just think that it is good. And maybe I'm missing something with it. Maybe it just needs a little bit more time to open up, or what. I don't know for sure. All I know right now is that it is fairly average for me. So I do a review system of nose, palate, finish, and price. Each category is out of 5. And I total everything up for a total score out of 20. If you've not heard the show before, this is for you. I would give the nose about a 2.5. I think that it's good, but not great. It's middle of the road, so 2.5. I would say the palate is probably about a 3. Again, nothing spectacular, but good. A little bit more time and a little bit more, really just age in the barrel. I think that's where this would really shine through. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd say a 3 is where that palate should land. Finish, though. Finish, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give a 1.5. I just don't see... I don't see the value... Excuse me, I don't really see the quality coming through towards the end that should be present. And really, I just don't think there's a whole lot to it. I think that's it. There's no hug. There's a slight lingering of flavors. It goes into an applesauce note and a little bit of oats. But it's just not... It's just not great. I will give it time, and I will definitely come back to it. But my... my price, 2.5. So let's see. It's 5, 8.5. That's 10 out of 50. 10 out of 20. It's not a great score, but I would say that this would be worth trying at a bar. I think that if you were going out for something, that would be a good way to try it. Good in a cocktail, I don't know. I think that on proof alone, I'd say probably. But in terms of what it could impart to the other flavors, of what you are mixing it with in the cocktail itself, I don't know if it's really gonna hold up. I would be more inclined to go with, like, say, Turkey 101 in a cocktail, because I'm more interested in a spirit forward cocktail. This doesn't scream spirit forward to me. This screams like it would get lost in some of it. I think that this probably serves its best purpose, either as a mixer or as really. I mean, I think that you can drink this neat and it wouldn't be a huge burden to you. It, again, is one of the easiest cask strength bourbons I've ever tried. So, I think it's worth it for that. 2.5 is high for a mid bourbon at $50. I think that's fair, Joseph. But I think that it has good qualities to it. If anything were better, and see, that's my thing, is that the price category usually gets a little bit dicey. But it gives me the chance to say, you know, it's good, but that's where my qualifier comes in. is that, I could say, like I did tonight, the nose is okay, the palate's pretty good, the finish is lackluster. At $50, there's better things you could buy at that price, but it still leaves a little something to be desired. Would I buy this again? I don't think so. But it won't keep me from drinking it again. I will have it again for sure, but I just wouldn't buy another bottle of it, if that makes sense. Yeah, so 10 out of 20. Again, not a great score, but for me, it's really just, you should try this. I think that this has a place for certain people, but my take on it is that it's maybe not for me. If you like something a little bit sweeter, then this might be for you. But for me, I'm kind of on the fence about it. So and maybe it will be good with a little bit of air on it. I don't know. So we'll find out. But that about does it for me on this week's live stream. Sorry, Kyle, for you coming in at the very end. Hey, Kyle, send me a private message later. I want to talk with you about something. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, for hanging out. I really appreciated everybody. It's been a really good conversation. So let's see, a couple of plugs at the end. If you want to follow me personally on social media, I am at Peter1492, pretty much across the board. If you would like to follow up with the show, of course, we are at My Bourbon Pod on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you would like to see all of our apparel and merch, you can head to bourbonshop.threadless.com. We have a couple of new designs that are up there that you should definitely check out. Oh, let's see what else. Give us a 5-star rate and review on iTunes. That really does help us out, get more people watching this and listening to the show. If you've not already, go ahead and hit subscribe and share this video. Hit the bell notification so you get a notification when these new episodes come out and when brand new live streams happen. Monica, you know I love y'all too. Y'all are the best. What am I missing? Here? Oh, join a Facebook group. Head to Facebook and search for This Is My Bourbon Group. If you're a regular listener of the show, and if you are a fan of what we got going on, join that. It's a fun community. We have a lot of a good conversation over there. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. Oh, goodness. People have been asking about the PayPal link as well. That is in the link of every single live stream and every single episode. So if you want to donate to the show, you definitely should do that. Louis already said bourbonshop.threadless.com, but just in case, bourbonshop.threadless.com. And then, of course, finally, patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. For as little as $1 a month, you can become a patron of the show. It helps us out so much. We just crossed, a couple weeks ago, our next goal. And I think that we're probably going to be able to hit our next goal here very soon. So, yeah. Thank you all so much. This has been a really fun episode this week. I went from kind of low energy to right up here, like right where I should be. So, yeah. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you next week, though, on next week's episode and on next week's live stream. But until then, I'm Perry, and this is my Bourbon Podcast live stream. Bye, guys.